All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants.
Let's go, baby.
First down, Murray. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's crossing. He's checking cracks. It's free. It's free.
Murray now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Darnold. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 11 yards there, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Check 3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Check. Fresno. Hey, ready? Mike spoke forward.
Hey, Delta.
Defense, keep it up, guys. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check.
Stop your whining.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Devin Bush, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Get along, West. David. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Come on.
Here's Murray, back near his goal line. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This is taken at about the 14.
Come on, fellas.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Push him back.
Darnold on first down. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Young lady. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Here's Darnold. Dorsett's got it. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
Here we go, son. 44's the mic. I got you. I got you. 44, Mike, 44. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Come on.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And able to find Dorsett. Touchdown, Giants. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
44, Mike, 44. Who that? Football's the Mike. Mike's football. Hey, exit. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 44 is the Mike. Check. In your face. I got him on me.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, lady. Hey, seam 6. Hey, check Mike 11. I got you, son.
Darnold from the gun. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
We're going to sign. 44 is the mic. Here I come. Lady. 44. 44. You don't know no better.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
Like maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Murray throwing on second down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
I got you.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come out here in the I. Second and goal from the 1.
Check 24. Watch 24. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 36. Watch the safety creep.
Murray keeps it himself. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is third and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the pass.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's checking, he's ready. Motion. Ready.
And the blitz does come. Complete to Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
And the Giants' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Zoo. Hey, check ready. Check Mike 11.
Play action. It's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold is going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Check 99. Check. Run. Come on.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check nickel. Shoot. Watch it.
Once again, they run with Mixon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Guys, game situation, let's go. 50's the mark.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come. Watch the edge. Hey, check my 50.
On 2nd and 9, Murray steps away to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check safety, check safety. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 9, check 9. Alert 3, alert 3.
Play fake. Murray rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
50, Mike's 50. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? It's great. Go Mike 50, Mike 50. You're trash, you're trash. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing now is Murray, escaping the pressure right. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for L.A. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15.
Bravo! Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Here we go, D. Hey, check Mike 11.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Ringo. Hey, Mike, 80. Mike 50.
Darnold on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's put that team on the bus. Young lady.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, let's get this. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. They gonna need some therapy after this. Hey, check Mike 11.
On fourth down, Darnold. Oh, and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Check Mike 11. Here we go. 25, check 25, check 25.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. David Njoku. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Gano the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Whip. Watch the whip.
On third down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Here we go, son.
Check back the line. Hey, 80. Oh, here we go. Oh, under 10.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
Hey,
3rd and 3.
Hey, 80. Check back the line. Check back the line. Here we go.
Hey, Echo.
Check the lady. Check back the line. Yeah.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
This ball back for the offense. Let's go.
First down, a run with Cohen. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Watch
Brings up
quick.
second and
Watch
11 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 6 yards. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You got me.
And they take a knee. A road win in the National Football